WhatsApp number for your messages 0809-444-0981.
All right. Yeah. So I don't know who is trying to cause confusion in our FX market, but there's this circular that popped up. I think it was on Naira Land. In fact, someone sent it to me. Shout out to Lo, one of our listeners. Sent it to me. I think it was on Saturday. Yeah, it was either yesterday or Saturday. So I think it was Saturday. And it's fake. It has a fake CBN logo on it, and look at it. I mean, even anyone looking at this thing, I don't know if anyone.
So fake.
Really, yeah, it really looks fake.
It's like what they did on Word, Microsoft Word.
Exactly. So it says, Trade and Exchange Department to all deposit money banks, international money transfer operators, and the general public is dated September 13th, which is today, right? Which is today.
It's today, yes.
Yeah. And it says, the headline is, convert all domiciliary account holders to Naira. So it's yeah, I mean,
so mischievous.
It's not very mischievous. It's not even a full circular. It has a fake logo. So the CBN immediately jumped out and put out a real circular of its own, stating that everybody should ignore that that circular and that it's not real. They're just trying to create panic. And they also said this is important. They said that if you want to know whether or not the CBN really has put out a circular or not, check the CBN's website. So if you go to the CBN's website, you will see a copy of the circular on the website. That'll let you know that, you know, in addition to the signatures of the department where it was signed from. So cbn.gov.ng for anybody who wants to check. So this is the this is the observance of due. I think it's the second circular. This is another circular where they were just talking about observing due diligence. It's a press release. I think I sent it to you, a press release that they put out where they said to be on alerts. And and this is the second or third time this year that the central bank has had to come out and reassure people that they will not be converting their balances, domiciliary account balances into Naira, and so they're saying essentially that they're not going to be doing it. So it's just to create panic and everybody. So just to help, put it out there. That anybody who saw the circular, because that was the first thing that when Lowe sent it to me, he said, Rotus, this looks doctor real. So the moment he said that, I was like, okay, I figured that something was amiss. And as he sent it to me, I just took a look at it. I was like, yeah, this is definitely something. So I don't know. And the fact that it popped up on Naira Land, a lot of people still haven't visited Naira Land in quite a while, but it looks like
it's apparently still very active, and traffic is still there.
Yeah, it's very, very. So folks just have to be and just think about it. No, they're not gonna. They're not going to convert your account balances, to Naira. Nobody should.
That's fake news.
Yeah, nobody should worry. Although, look, why this is happening, though, you can see that the Naira has been depreciating on the parallel market. It's at 540 now, 545 levels. So yeah, this is the press release. CBN, for those on YouTube that are able to watch this, CBN categorically denies and strongly condemns peddlers of rumor on domiciliary accounts holdings. So, it's there. But look, the Naira has on the parallel markets has been weakening. Maybe you can attribute it to increased demand, people traveling, demand for school fees, medical services, and so on and so forth. It's summer, although summer should be coming to an end now.
Summer holidays have ended. Schools resume today.
Exactly. So
primary, secondary, everywhere.
But you see, you had so if we follow up from them ending supply of dollars to BDC, that ended, and they said they were going to route it through the banks. Then you had the summer holidays and the demand for travel. Now that's over, and as you said, schools have resumed. Shout out to everybody paying school fees. Chai.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So, so shout out to everybody paying school fees. Now that's school. There's school fees in Naira, and then there's school fees for folks, kids going to school overseas. So that demand is also there as well. And if again, the banks are set up to provide this though, as long as you provide your documentation.
Yes.
Then the other circular you put out, that the second one, the other one, that was just the CBN reiterating to the banks that look, you need to not only keep up KYC, know your customer, but know your customer for business accounts as well. So KYCB. So that was just that the CBN is just making sure that the banks are not, they're warning them that, look, you need to make sure, observance of due diligence in the processing of foreign exchange transactions, continuing close surveillance of foreign FX markets. Look at this, there we wish to reiterate that the FX operating license of any bank or banks that are found culpable in ongoing investigations of FX malpractice will be suspended for at least a year. That is their FX operating license. So look, between this circular, between the other one, there is a lot of focus and on FX transactions since everything is being routed through the banks. Again, for those listening, if you have PTA, your personal travel allowance that you want to get, just make sure you have your ticket, your visa, your documents in place. For your business travel allowance, the same thing. For your school fees for your kids, make sure you have the letter from the school and so on and so forth, medical, all this. So I just want to make sure that it's legitimate demand that's being met. But there are warning banks. Look, if you are involved in any funny business, they are investigating. They are, they're looking through these things. But all this just, again, it's the pressure on the currency. These things are all happening. We're seeing all this happening because there is pressure on the currency. I mean, 545 on the parallel markets. That's heavy.
That's heavy. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is. So it is.
So we have messages on WhatsApp. I have this one in from Frank. Frank in Satellite Town says, "Good morning, guys. If we had Twitter, it would have been easier verifying authentic and fake news from institutions and companies." And Daniel here says, "Rotus, why is the Naira depreciating so fast?" I guess, Daniel, at this point, you must have your answer because of schools, some other reasons. For summer holidays are over, schools resume today, people are paying PTA to travel and all that. So at this rate, we may hit 600 Naira to $1 by January of 2022.
Well, I hope not in the name of Zeus. I hope, but at this point, it's it's work. It's a matter of look. But the thing is, on the flip side, those special drawings rights from the International Monetary Fund, they put aside like 600 and something billion for member countries to assist them in fight against COVID and fiscal support. So Nigeria understands, so we've gotten 3.3 billion from that. Then I know that we're currently trying to get more funds, borrow more money from the Eurobond markets. We're expecting I think they started their roadshow already. We're expecting like another billion or so. So that should, in the short to midterm, give us more FX liquidity. Just a matter of when those funds come in. The reserves I've even appreciated. I think they've climbed to 34, almost 35 billion. But it's just, that's the bank's reserves. So it's just increased demand that we're seeing. Speculators as well, because it's really odd, right? So, I think there's a bit of speculation in there as well, in addition to increased demand that we're seeing. Yeah, it's worrisome. But look, at the end of the day, we talked about this last week. Nigeria has to export more quality items, more quality products overseas in order to bring in more foreign exchange. There's only so much you can do.
That's really one good way to go. Babalola says CBN only permits the banks to process school fees for university education alone. Anything below university isn't allowed. So if you have your children in secondary school abroad, you still have to go through the parallel market. Okoro says, if I want dollars for store of value, not PTA, where can I get it? I don't know. I have no answers to that. Frank says, good morning, guys. I don't think summer and school resumption explains the fast depreciation of the Naira. The depreciation is in the black markets, while PTA and school fees are met in the official window.
Yeah, and that's a good point. That's why I'm saying that speculation has to be part of it, because that has to be. You have to attribute some of this to speculation as well. It is worrisome. It is definitely worrisome. So I mean, already at 540, that is when I remember when he hit. I remember when it was at 5. When everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, can he touch 500?" Then it went to 5.
You make it sound like it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's this year.
This year.
This year. So
when it hit 500, everybody was shocked. Early this year, in fact, around when? May, June. It was around 470.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it's in the INE window, that's still where the official rate is at about 411, 412, you know, quarters window. Well,
right.
You know, it's bothersome. Real quick, I do touch on this VAT matter that continues to go in the States. I know the FIRS, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, did get appeals courts to tell Rivers State and Lagos, while it's Rivers State, to hold off on implementing their law that Governor Nyesom Wike signed to allow them collect VAT on their own behalf. So Lagos also quickly passed their own bill on Thursday or Friday. I think Babajide Sanwo-Olu signed it on Friday.
Signed it on Friday morning, yes.
Yeah, Friday morning. So now this appeals court is saying that they need to hold off until this matter has been resolved. So that, of course, that matter continues, and we're going to be getting updates on how. I think this 16th of this week, 16th, Lagos is supposed to be added to that suit that's been going on between the FIRS and Rivers. So again, the whole value-added tax matter, who gets to collect it, the whole input-output mechanism, all that is it's a fiscal federalism is the discussion there. So you know that just happened on Friday afternoon is when that happened, late Friday. So you know that's an ongoing conversation that is going to have to go forward. We have to see. You know, well, it's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court. It's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court, and
that's when we get a final verdict.
Yeah, that's what we get a final. But I don't think we're going to expect that anytime soon. That is going to roll on, and the conversation will still roll on as well.
Yeah, Okoro wants to know who the operators in the parallel markets are. He's really bent on getting the source for the dollars. So
so BDCs are still operating. They're not just not getting effects from the central bank. So if you want to get, you know, outside of your, what is it now? Outside of the PTA, you have to go to the the BDCs are still there. They're still, you know,
they're still operational.
Or ask your, if you have a relative overseas, there's the Naira for dollar scheme.
It's still on.
That's still going on. So tell your auntie or uncle or cousin, brother, family member to wire you some FX from overseas into your DOM account here in Nigeria, and you can get access to it that way as well.
And then you get a bonus on top.
Yep. 5 naira for every dollar, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rotus.
Yes, thank you, Valentine.
Please go refer to YouTube. If you missed any part of this conversation, go to youtube.com/smooth